Hope you hadn't started taping.
I have. One of the first things I do when I come out here is I take the lid off the tub and I get my thermometer and I put it under the water and I make sure that it goes deep so I can get a good read on how much of the temperature is in this pool. And today it's 55 degrees and I try to get in the tub when it's between 50 and 55. That's the best window for what I want to do. So one of the first things I do when I'm in the tub is I do a Wim Hof procedure where you breathe through your nose and you breathe out through your mouth, and you do that rapidly for about 30 times, and on the 30th you keep the breath in and you hold it for as long as you can hold it, and then you breathe out. And what that does is that helps warm up your insides and get you ready for being in the water. And I can usually do it 2 or 3 times before I slip into the next thing, which is more of a in and out through the nose gently. And sometimes I hold it, sometimes, but it's when you're in the tub, it's all about focusing on the now moment and really just focusing on being in here and Now I have a large numbered handled clock out here really close nearby, and I look over it, and that can tell me if I've been in here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what I've been in here, and that's really useful. So the main thing when you're in the TT tub like this is keeping your breathing even and being calm. And it helps me to focus like on the inside edge of the pool, or just look at one area and be paying attention to whether I'm holding my breath or letting it out, and maintaining the zone. And the more a person does CT, you adapt. There's an adaptation to the cold. Your body gets used to the state that you're in, and the panic goes away. Also, the Wim Hof breathing technique, I think, gets your mind off the cold, but over the period of time, of course, CT, cold therapy, is short amounts of time in cold. The best thing about water is that the transference of heat off your body and interfacing with the water, it takes the heat away, and it's more effective when you're in water. So that's almost 10 minutes right there, according to the clock. And I'll just see how long I can go. Usually, it just depends. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 30. It just depends on a lot of things. Just sometimes when you're doing CT, there might be some shivering. You get to know what you can handle. And I've noticed sometimes when there's slight shivers, I can hold my breath, I can let the air out, I can hold it. Just, you find out ways to make your body still, and that's okay. And if you're having a real bad day with that, you might cut your session shorter than usual. But I like it best when the sun's falling on my face, and it makes the day a little cheerier. Sometimes I come in here and I have a hat on, and that helps keep the heat inside me, and it helps keep me a little warmer. But when you're in here, it really is a workout. I'm in here because I want to be in here, and I really like the effects that Peachy gives me. I sleep way better at night because my body's exhausted after doing this. The muscles and my skin tone has better appearance after being in here, because while I'm in here, the body's working to generate heat, and so calories are coming off, and the skin tightens up. At least that's what my wife says. She says I look a lot better having been in here. So that's about 20 minutes now, and I'm going to try to do 30 today, so being here a little longer. 19:20. Coming up on 20 minutes. Sunshine feels great. One thing when you're in the tub like this, the water constantly stays the same temperature. So when the wind's blowing, or if it's raining a little bit, or even if it's snowing, your body feels the same in the water. So what's happening around you really doesn't change how your body feels in the water, because it's the same temperature. It's nice to have birds singing while you're doing this. One thing we like about this tub is that it's just deep enough for us to sit in. I sit in like this, and my wife sits in at the other end, with her back at that end over there, and her feet going this way. I've been advised to sit in here in such a way so that the water comes up to my neck, and it covers my shoulder, and covers my torso and my tummy, and my knees can stick out so that the my organs receive the benefit of the cold. And so this is how I do it. She does it when she's more sitting up, and I think her legs are underwater when she does it. And the tub's just shallow enough that she can get in and out by herself. So we've really enjoyed this tub. To get the water to a cold temperature, we fill it with water from the garden hose from the house, and that usually puts it in the 50 range, 50 degree range. I've had some good success. This is May of 2019. I've had good success of leaving the cover off at night and just letting the air be exposed, or the water be exposed to the air. And as the temperatures drop at night, that helps the water to be cool. And in the morning I check it, the temperature, and I cover it up. And right now it's in the 50s. Hasn't gone down to the 40s yet. And I feel real fortunate that we have our own tub in our backyard and do it in the water. So far we haven't had to use ice, but we do blocks of ice. We put it in the freezer in smaller tubs and then put it in here, but it doesn't really cool it down all that much. A couple blocks in here will lower the temperature maybe only 2 degrees, so if we do that, we'd probably have to do that just before we get in. And quite often when we get out and we compare notes, we compare, how is the water today? Cold. It is cold. But it's a workout. And we really enjoy the benefits. There's 25 minutes. Got a few more minutes, then I'll have 30. I keep a chart inside on the wall, has the date, the water temperature, air temperature, how many minutes I've been in, and comments that I wish to add. When I'm all done, I go back into the house. Sometimes I'll do some toe touches and reaching up high, but I towel off and go in the house, and then I have a bowl in the sink that I put warm water in and get my wrists in there and heat up my body by putting my wrists in hot water. And sometimes I'll bundle up after that, go for a short jog, and the rest of the time is spent warming up, which takes time because it's taken, 30 minutes to cool my body down, and it takes 1 to 2 hours to get my body up to speed. So after I'm all done here, I'll see you inside. Coming up on 30 minutes. One of the positive things about CT is that you're having a good workout and you manage to enjoy being in the zone, and you've been in about 30 minutes or 20 minutes and things are going okay and you've got the time, you can go longer. It really is a moment by moment by moment workout. And I don't know that there's brownie points for going longer. And it's just like going for a run or lifting a set of weights and trying to set a goal. So if I'm able to go longer, it's a good thing. If it's a short period of time, it's still a good thing. And one of the things I enjoy about my wife and I will compare notes. And sometimes when we're a little reluctant to get in the water and reluctant to go and do the workout, we coax each other on. And I've been coaxed a number of times when I get this far out at 30 minutes to go another 5 minutes. Go try it. And so I think I will. All right. Well, there's 35 minutes. And I think I'm going to go for 5 more. I'll say this thing also about CT, that when you're in here, you really can't be doing anything else. No reading books, no watching TV, no listening to the radio. You're sitting here, and your body's burning off fat. So there's 2 kinds of fat. There's white fat, which is harder fat, and it stores energy. And then there's brown adipose tissue, which is a fat that stores energy, but it also releases energy. It sheds heat quicker. It melts off quicker. And when your body is in temperatures that are between 50 and 55 in the human body, your body is able to convert white fat into the brown fat. The brown fat is found often around the spinal cord and your organs, and it keeps your organs, keeps your body warm. And so that's something that happens while I'm sitting here doing nothing, tolerating the coldness. It's doing a number of things. So instead of lifting weights, I'm sitting here burning off fat doing this. And it is a workout. And I'm coming up on 40 minutes. Just got about another minute here, and then I'll have done 40 minutes. And then I'll see you inside. And there's my 40 minutes. Yeah! Woohoo!
Still filming?
Yeah. Almost done. Here's my clock. Tick-tock. Oh.